Non scholae sed vitae discimus. Not for school, but for life we are learning. That was a principle which was established in the early 1900s while the German, Austrian, Hungarian school system has been developed. And I heard this proverb quite a bit from my teachers and my relatives while growing up in the 1980s. Funny enough, the original quote from the year 62 states it just the opposite way around. Non vitae sed scholae discimus. Not for life, but for school we are learning. And it's by Seneca, Roman senator and philosopher and best-selling author of his time. And he was exchanging letters with a person called Lucilius, and they were heavily discussing and criticizing their own school system. So the original quote from Seneca says this: "Nothing but children's games we are playing. The sharpness and distinctiveness of our thinking is being dulled by redundant problems. By no means do such debates teach us how to lead a proper life. At best they help us speak in a sensible way. Still, life wisdom is even more apparent than book learning. In the same manner, we are suffering from an immoderate addiction to excessive luxury. We are suffering from an immoderate addiction to scholarly learnings. Not for life, but for schools we are learning in reality for." Behind me you just saw the German Museum of Technology. And I think the accomplishments of human beings in the last 200 years are nothing short of amazing. We are communicating to fiberglass cables. We are manipulating the DNA of living creatures. And just yesterday we could witness the landing of a rover live streamed from planet Mars. So the average student who did the minimum of 10 years in the German school system has a higher level of education concerning mathematics, functions of the human body, speaking a foreign language, than the top 1% of the world population 200 years ago. Still, whether you learn how to be a friend, whether you learn how to handle yourself at the workplace, whether you learn how to lead a meaningful marriage or how to raise children, concerning all these things which make up 95% of my life today, the school system had a very limited capacity to prepare me for. Don't get me wrong, I really like a school system, and I founded an educational institution, and for 8 years I tried to continue to develop what we are doing and to close some gaps which I thought I was seeing. The school does help us to think more in a critical and discerning way. It helps us to connect some dots in our lives, and it prepares us for further professional development. So think about it this week. What are the areas in your life which really give meaning to your life? And where and by whom will you be able to learn something about this? So with these thoughts, I wish you a great start into this week.